Hey guys, we're here in Apache Junction at this 13 unit that Pete just closed, and we're gonna give you guys a deal breakdown about how to buy multifamily properties. So if you guys like content like this, make sure to like and subscribe and stay around for the full video. We're gonna give you guys some bonuses too as well.
Hi, my name is Pete with PRS Properties. I am an investor and entrepreneur. I've been buying small multifamily real estate in the Phoenix area for almost 20 years now. And I just closed on this gem that Kyle sold me. 13 units in Apache Junction, and we got it for just under $1.5 million bucks. And there's a lot of things that I love about this place. Number one, we've got mountain views right behind here, which is pretty rare. Number two, it's clean and low maintenance. The exterior of the buildings are synthetic stucco. For the age of this property, it looks fantastic. They're clean, easy to maintain. There's no grass on the property. And if you own income property with grass, you know that water is a cash flow drain, and there's none here. It's desert landscaping. That means more cash in the bank for the landlord. Number three, they're all individually metered for electricity, so the landlord doesn't pay that bill. That means the tenants are a lot more conscious about using the AC units and the power that they use, leaving their doors open and closed during the summer. That bill is on them. Additionally, the property is sprawled out over 2.5 acres. So 13 units on 2.5 acres, there's plenty of room for each tenant. That means they all get their own backyard, they all have a front covered patio, and they can park right in front of their front door. The other thing that I love about this property as well, we got it at a great deal. So we've got instant equity from day one. It cash flows real strongly from day one. The gross rents on this property were about 12,000 bucks a month. When we closed, 100% occupied. Compare that to a mortgage cost of around 7,000 bucks a month. There's a lot of room to play there, a lot of cash in the pocket from day one without having to do any work. And it also allowed us areas to improve the value add, nothing too major. We replaced a few roofs on the buildings that needed repair. We we did some repairs on the septic tanks underground, and we're doing some small things like refurbishing the laundry room is a huge opportunity for the property. It's been in disrepair. The machines don't work and the tenants don't like it. They've been taking their clothes to the local laundromat. We found out before closing that this 2.5 acre parcel is actually zoned for up to 55 units. We're excited to see what this turns into.
Appreciate you for the opportunity to work together on this, and I'm glad that you love this property, because as soon as I drove on it for the first time with you, I was like, the views of the Superstition Mountains, the ability to redevelop it down the road too, once you told me that, because I didn't even know that info. So this is where you have such a great relationships with your buyers, is to be able to learn how you're seeing through their eyes and be able to position stuff for them the next time that I come around. So how me and Pete got connected was through my email list. So we have an email list that we send deals out, and he emailed back interested about this property, and we just started corresponding back and forth. We hopped on multiple calls. What would you say, probably about 10, 15 calls or something like that?
We talked a lot.
Yeah, and that's the good thing. You want to have open communication with your buyers and vice versa with us. If I'm not answering the phone and vice versa with you, we're not going to get deals like this done.
I've bought wholesale properties from a lot of wholesalers in town. This is not my first rodeo, and I've got to say that doing the deal with Kyle was probably the best wholesale transaction that I've been through because of the responsiveness. When I call him, he answers, and that alone is really nice.
So we're here in front of the laundry unit right now, and this is one of the value adds that Pete's going to be doing.
It's a dilapidated building, and the machines weren't working. I know from other properties that I own, each machine, a washer dryer set, will generate $200 to $300 a month in quarters, and it adds up quick, and it's a really nice convenience for the tenants to be able to do that on site. So we're cleaning up the building a little bit. We're taking out the old machines that aren't working. We're bringing in some new ones. We're going to add space for our third one. So we're going to try to have at least three washers and 3 dryers, put some shelving and stuff in there. And we're hoping to generate another $1,000 to $1,500 a month just from this little laundry building.
So what's the cost for each machine roughly, to give kind of the investors an idea of how much capital up front you're going to have to make maybe make about $1,000?
We usually get them between $500 and $700 a machine, $4,200 and $1,000 or $2,000 to get the place nice. So 6 or 7, maybe $8,000 at the most, and we should generate maybe $1,000 plus a month.
So these are some of the ways that you want to start looking for other ways to maximize your revenue when you're buying multifamily properties. So using something like this is a great revenue, because that's almost basically what you're getting for one unit. just off of the laundries here. So that's an additional unit in revenue that he's able to generate just by using and maximizing this space. So we're here in front of one of the units that was vacated recently, and Pete did some small renovations to it to get this thing rent ready. And I'll let him kind of explain what they did to this unit and what they're gonna be leasing it up for too as well.
The tenant moved out of this unit right before closing, so it was vacant. It didn't need much, so we came in, we took out an old space heater that was built into the wall because it was kind of old and dangerous. We patched up the wall, we painted it nice and fresh, put in new light bulbs, new blinds on the windows, and that's about it. It was quick and easy, and now it's ready to rent, and we should be renting it for around $1,000 a month, maybe $1,100. So it's just a fresh 1-bedroom apartment, a big open square. The cabinets are already newer. We didn't have to do anything with that. Just cleaned it up a little bit. This is where the space heater was. We took that out. Little bedroom here, and then the bathroom. Safe and affordable housing, and you really can't beat this for $1,000 a month.
One of the things that I think a lot of people do when they're buying multifamily is they try to over renovate all these properties. So I love what you did. You kept it simple inside of here, and it's exactly what this area is demanding for, right? It doesn't need all the brand new finishes, the whole, ins and outs, because you're not gonna get much more on your rent if you're gonna push it with doing that renovation. So you gotta understand the market that you're doing these renovations in and what is the max that you're gonna be able to get out of it. And doing something like this is the smart way to invest in multifamily, versus what I see with some people just go balls to the walls like it's a fix and flip. And it's like, realistically, that's not the best and highest use for that asset, and also for the investor's money. So what you did here was exactly the best case for this property and this investment.
Let's take a look at their backyard. So this is a good sized backyard. We got a little fire pit area, and then we got a seasonal creek back here, which really, for $1,000 a month, this is a nice unit. So the plan with this property is to do some light value add components, like I mentioned, increase the rents, increase the NOI, increase the value, and ultimately what we'd like to do is create an infinite return with this property by doing a cash out refinance when the lending criteria is favorable, and we can get a nice rate and basically have a new loan, pay us back for all the money that we put into it. We'll take all of our cash out and then just continue to have this property cash flow for many years. So we're hoping to do that in the next couple of years, but ultimately we'll probably wind up selling at year 5 or 7 so that everybody can take their profits out and move it into the next one.
How can people get in contact with you, Pete, so that way if they're interested in investing into multifamily deals like this, or if they're interested in just having some conversations about investing in real estate, how can they do that with you?
If you're interested in learning more about what I do or just talking about real estate, look me up at www.prs.properties, and you'll see a bunch of content that I've got up there. You're welcome to reach out and we'll talk real estate.
So if you guys want to learn more about how to invest in multifamily, we have a free calculator that you guys can use that's going to underwrite some of the multifamily deals that we're maybe sending you guys, and that you guys can get access to whether you're finding these yourself too. So make sure to click the link below. We have access to those. And then if you guys like content like this, make sure to drop us a like and a subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. And make sure to get in contact with Pete if you want to talk more about real estate. We'll see you in the next video.